Alright guys, so I'm going to wire wheel some bolts down that go to the front axle truss that we wire wheeled down. We primered. I went ahead and painted it. I will show you that in a little bit. But let's go ahead and wire wheel some of these bolts down. I was going to buy new ones. I went and priced them. They're pretty pricey. I wanted to buy the same quote-unquote new bolts, but I'll just go ahead and wire wheel these down. I'll primer them, paint them up, and then we'll go ahead and stick them on the axle truss. So let me get this done, then I'll show you how the axle truss came out. Came out really good. Pretty happy with it. So let me do this, and I'll show you the other stuff in a minute. Alright guys, let's go out and spray this down. I brought the box outside. Pretty nice day out. So spray these out here, get it all primered up, let it dry, hopefully paint it tomorrow, these bolts or something. So after we primer this, I'll show you the axle truss. Alright, got everything all ready to paint. Alright guys, let me show you the front axle truss. Look how nice this turned out. Man, I am very happy the way this turned out. This paint is metallic silver. So I wish I had a flashlight or something with me so I could actually show you some of the metal flake that's in it. I don't know if you can tell that on camera or not, but it turned out super, super nice. So I have hind joints that I'm going to put on the back end here. I'm going to go ahead and screw those in, and I'm going to probably end up painting the bolts that we just primered. I'm going to paint those black. Underneath the truck, I was going for a black and silver theme. No particular reason, just thought it'd look nice. So, yep, this turned out super nice. Happy with it. Had to grab this hind joint. So this hind joint has like a roller ball on it, roller bearings. I'll show you in a minute on how it's supposed to work. Hopefully it works out that way. I grabbed this screwdriver. I don't know how else to get it to tighten up. So bring it back like that. Maybe tighten up that nut after a bit. Here's the hind joint for this side. thing screwed in there. These are new Heim joints. Let me show you. So for these Heim joints, let's go this way. See the way that moves on the inside? So the thought of this is I'll run a bolt through this way and I'll build a bracket that holds it like this. That way when the front axle goes up and down over the jumps and everything else, this roller bearing right here will let it kind of free float, kind of. So that one and that one. These don't look very big, but they're pretty good size, really. So got those on. Let me grab that paint. Oh, I gotta show you these other things too. So this is the paint that I use, metallic silver. I normally try to, this ended up taking, I take my time with it. So like I've told you before, just take your time and you won't get runs and everything else. So I think I repainted this maybe 3 or 4 different times with this. So I did a mist over top of it, and then I just kept going back like every 10 minutes and redoing it. So that was that. Let me show you this other. So these here are my brackets for the my suspension. So I have these made at Ashcraft, which is down here in North Ohio where I live. He does a bunch of fabricating stuff like that, metalwork. It's a local machine shop that we have down here. So I went in the shop and showed him my original brackets, which I'll grab one and let you show it, because it's, and I told him, I said, this is what I'm doing, I'm jumping it, I'm doing everything else, and I needed to withstand all that. So he looked at it and he doubled the thickness in this. So where these will sit is right here. So this will go here and that will go there. And then my shock will sit down in the middle of right here with a bolt running through it. So yeah, they turned out super nice. There again, they just came in raw metal, and I ended up primering them and painting them and everything else. So I did that, I don't know, late at night when I came home from work. Something quiet I could do down here, not wake the whole family up at night. So anyway, and then this is my other shock mount. So there's the brake line will actually bolt to this. This is the way it came with no wing on it. I cut this piece and welded this on there, as you can probably see up through here. I welded it on both sides. That way it's good and sturdy. It's going to take a beating. So, and before I took this apart, I went ahead and took pictures of it. So I have it on my phone, and I'm thinking, if I can remember right, I want to say this was on the inside. Is that right? No. It was like this. Is that right? I don't know. I have to look at the picture on my phone, because I'm pretty sure that was pointed towards the back. So something like that, maybe. I can't remember. I have to look at it. So anyway, keep you posted on that. I just need to buy the bolts for it. Alright, so after showing you guys this, I started looking at these parts and I'm like, something just doesn't seem right. As usual, I screwed it up. So what I did, as you can tell, these are not painted anymore. I've already wire wheeled them down and got all the paint off and everything else. And I took this tab off that I had welded on here. So what I ended up doing was I welded them on the inside. So when it's like this and going on, it was blocking the shock from going back. So what I need to do is, after I started looking at this picture, and I'll show it to you, I need to weld these on the outside, and I screwed up and welded them on the inside. So I'm gonna go in there in the tool room and I'll weld this up. Let me show you what I'm talking about. So I don't know if you can see this or not. Let me see. My phone's cracked and it's, hang on, let me wipe this thing off. And maybe it's a little bit better for you. So if you notice, see the way, see, you always take pictures of stuff. See, came in handy. So this is the inside. I welded that tab on the wrong side, so I need to weld it on the outside. Man, that thing was gross, wasn't it? Anyway, hopefully you guys can see that all right with the glare. I'm gonna go in the tool room, re-weld this, and I'll have to repaint it, and then I'll have to come back and show you the finished product. Alright guys, as you can see, I went ahead and re-welded everything. I primered it, painted it. Let's see if you guys can kind of round the edge off there just to make it look nice, but it turned out alright. So according to the picture on my phone, these went to Home Depot and got some grade 8 bolts. Alright, these are going to go like this. This is going to go in here like this. These things all screwed on here. I forgot to get my Loctite. I have to go in my tool room and get the Loctite, but get these things on there and then get them all tightened up. That way we're ready to rock and roll. Alright guys, looking pretty good. Alright, so I guess what we'll try to do next is, there's our bolts that we primered and painted, wire wheel primered, then painted. We'll go ahead and grab the axle and bring it out this way, and attempt to put this on by myself. I have my truss, and then I have open this up, my inserts, and these go like this on there, and they actually tell you on the inside front bottom, or if you flip it over it says rear bottom. So they kind of make it Chad proof, so you hopefully can't screw it up. So I'm going to attempt to put this on by myself. put that on. When you saw that wheel out, I painted that right quick, and I forgot that Tyler and I welded that on. I just primered it up and pushed it under there. So tells you how long it's been since I pulled this back out. So anyway, I'm going to attempt to put this on by myself, get this thing ready to rock and roll. I got some Lucas Oil red and tacky grease that I'm going to stick on the inside of this bushing and get it all put together, hopefully. You know how you work on something really hard, guys, and you're like, man, I hope this turns out right. I hope it works the way it's supposed to. I hope it looks nice, especially when you put a lot of time and stuff into it, right? So I just want to say I am very, very pleased on how this front axle turned out. I worked really hard on this, and man, if you can't tell, I'm sweating to death. It's hot. It's really humid. Anyway, I worked really hard on this, and hopefully it shows. Let me flip around. Let me show it to you right quick. Guys, this is very exciting. I know some of you guys are going, it's just an axle. Seriously, Chad. But I've worked really hard on this. The only thing that is not new is the axle housing and the gears in it. The axle shafts, those are all new. Reed racing knuckles, new bushings. This is not new, but it's new to me. It came off of another race truck, like I told you before. I got high clearance steering that's coming, new hubs, new lockouts, worn lockouts. There's been a ton new bearings. I really, really worked hard on this front axle, and it's really nice to see it come together. There's still more work to do, I know that, but this is really exciting. So hopefully you guys are excited about seeing this go up under the truck, because I know I am. So thanks for watching, guys. I appreciate it. I really, really do. The channel's growing every day, and I greatly appreciate that. Thank you. Don't forget to hit the like button, comment, and subscribe. We'll see you on the next one, guys. Thanks for watching.